Okay, this session we are going to introduce a new concept, is typography. The art of working with the text design, and the text placement is called typography, and it's involved the font style and the tracking and the leading and the kerning. So I'm going to introduce all of them. First, let's come to the week 6. And we have a folder, ocean wheel. So I'm going to use some of the picture I showed in the aquarium. We are going to create a postcard. Let's open this file. Open with Adobe Photoshop CC. So I need this one as well. Okay, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4 files open. I'm going to do these layers 3 up. So this one I'm going to do last. I'm going to use this, active this, the first one first. I'm going to go to image size. I'm going to check it. 36 inches, that's really big. The resolution, I'm going to do the 300, and size I'm going to do 7 by 5. So it's, but automatically if I type 7, the height is a little bit more than 5, which is okay. I'm going to use, instead of doing this on link and force my image to be 7 and 5, that will change my image proportion, which will not look good. I'm going to use the one called the canvas size. I'm going to, this one is called registration point. I'm going to click that. I'm going to ask the picture to shrink from the top, and I say okay. Photoshop is going to ask you, okay, the size you're putting on is smaller than your original image. Do you want to do that? You will say okay. Look, it's going to cut from top. Right now my image size is going to be 7 by 5. That's perfect. And also it is proportionally correct. So I use a command minus. I shrink this one to be the size I want it. I'm going to select some part of this butterfly. If you want to add your selection, remember you need to hold down your shift key to add some selection. I want to select a little bit more. Okay, and then going to put on here, create another layer. I'm going to Command T, shrink this down. Going to add this little parrot there. Going to select him. Okay. So the next image, I'm going to use the one we just introduced, a smart object. Instead of just cut, copy and paste, I'm going to do from here, I'm going to drop this in. Okay, so we talked about this before. The smart object different is if we want to change our mind to shrink and enlarge this, the quality will stay. But you cannot edit this. See, if I want in here, if I want to see, I want to cut this part, select inverse, you cannot cut this. Instead, you have to double click it, cut from here. Let's see. Okay, I need to crop this. I use my cropping tool. Going to crop this. I'm going to save it. Let's see. Okay, 12. Then come back here. It's automatically been saved. Okay, that's a good part about the smart object. It keep the original fit. Okay, I'm going to turn this. Going to turn the butterfly. Going to turn the butterfly. So make sure you have this auto select open. I want to, this part adjustment is helping us adding adjustment layer to change. Right now my butterfly is too dark. I'm going to add certain level. Going to make it brighter. But I don't want to make my ocean brighter. What I should do, remember we talked about the clipping mask. So you select this and hold down and create a clipping mask. So right now this one is going to be effect only for the butterfly. Going to move this here. Going to move this. Going to shrink this parakeet. Going to add a border, which we learned today, which is going to add it. Stroke, we can do this, or we can use a layer style, double click it, and add stroke. We're adding the stroke here, just click here. I'm going to add a white stroke. Here, 3. Okay. The same effect. I also want to add a shadow, which you can come here and drop shadow. Not that clear, so we can modify it. We double click it. X size here, goes there. Okay, I want on this side. Okay, good. Another way you can do the drop shadow is you click the image and you go to layer, come to layer style. That's the same as the layer style. Double click on the layer panel and access the layer style, and come to the drop shadow and come to the stroke, come to drop shadow. Perfect. Another one I'm going to do is the same. I want to duplicate this effect. I just need to hold on my Alt and Option and duplicate it here. Okay. And now we need to add text, which is we call the typography, the art for the text for the design and the placement. Going to add a new layer. I'm going to call the text. Use your tab tool and click on the top. Going to see ocean wheel, grand opening. Going to make 2 lines. So put your cursor here, make the two lines and select them and make it center. Align center is kind of like your Word document. Align center. So you see, I don't want this to be all the capital. It's easy. You just see this one, the toggle it. The toggle thing is you can open your character or paragraph options. From here, you just unclick this, all caps. Before I have all caps on, you just unclick it. Now it's not all caps. Ocean will grand opening, right? After you've done this, I want to add some tracking. Tracking is the space in between the letters. So if you see this, it's going to add a space in between the letters. Tracking is kind of has some similarity as a kerning. Kerning is the space in between the two characters. So if I put it here, you see from here I have a different size. If I change this, so only those two, the space between those two got changed. If I see it here, so that's different than the tracking. If you want to use the tracking, is everything changed. Everything changed, okay? Here I want to put it back. I just click here. Normally I use an optical to put it back. Okay. And this I don't want to 200, I want to 100. Okay, that's good. And also this part is called the leading. Leading is the space in between the lines. Right now I have 48. If I want 72, is adding more space. Then if I change to 24 or even smaller, then the thing will clash together. It's up to you as a designer how you want to achieve the visual effect. Okay. Right now I want to think 30 or 36 is good. Another thing is we can have this, when you have this text field, there is another option, is a creep warp the text. You can have some interesting things happening here. As edge, these different parts, different feel. More. Much more. Those is a lot of options you can play around with it. You can even have this wave. The text will come together with you. If I decided to leave this, okay. The text has this, looks like water waving. Okay, so I will increase this. Again, I want to have some stroke and drop shadow. I can double click this, access my layer style, and I just need to have a, oh, probably I want to add some kind of effect here. Instead of white, I want to have some yellow. Looks like a glowy effect. Looks like something happening in the ocean. Is a party in the ocean. Size. Okay. The opacity. You can also add opacity. And I also want to add a little bit of stroke, not that much, some bluish stroke. Okay. Yep. That is basically we add the text. We are using the layer style to add effect on our images and the text.